Now, a Ukrainian journalist has been granted a UK visa to live with her partner from Manchester. Maria Romanenko and her boyfriend Jez Myers were forced to flee Kiev as Russian forces began to invade the country.
Well, after a very long journey crossing the border between Ukraine and Poland, they finally made it back to Manchester. They got to the airport last night, and waiting for them, our North West of England reporter Bradley Harris. Bradley, good morning.
Morning. Yeah, this is an incredible story of a couple who were forced to flee Kiev, a city they both love so much, and take refuge at a friend's house in Warsaw in Poland before making a terrifying 23-hour journey across the border from Ukraine. You mentioned the Ukrainian journalist Maria there, who was unsure about whether she would actually get a visa to come back to the UK with Jez, who's her partner and who's from Manchester. Luckily, though, with the help from the British Embassy, she did get that visa waived. She's back in the UK. I was in touch with her yesterday. She landed at Manchester Airport last night, and I caught up with them to find out how their experience was throughout that entire journey. Let's hear their thoughts.
Just very tiresome, very long. It was scary in parts because there was this bit with like a kind of like a fenced area, and it was absolutely crushed there because there were like thousands of people in this very small area. And I felt sick at one point, so that I really needed to like push myself out, because I was like, if I don't get out from here, I don't know what will happen, but I was just really scared. So I like pushed myself out, and Jez was left behind, and I was very worried about him. There were like people carried out, like unconscious, and a report of somebody dying, and it was just like a very, very scary environment. It was very tiring, and again, as Jez said, no food, no water. I wasn't able to go to the toilet for 23 hours.
There were some long journeys on the way. I think we've done 1,500 kilometres on roads and walking, and then the flight as well. So just glad to be back. I could kiss the lovely Mancunian ground.
And to have a foreign army, that's very, very strong foreign army, come to your country and just bomb everything and have airstrikes and have troops and have people, paratroopers, land in an airport that they previously tried to destroy. Very much positive that Ukraine will prevail. It's just a question of how many days it will take, how many victims it will take, how many casualties it will take. So I think there's various ways how it could go, but I know that for sure, sooner or later, Ukraine will win, because the truth is on our side.
That was Maria, who was giving a real account of how things have changed so dramatically in Ukraine, how her life has completely turned upside down. She never expected to be back here in the UK, but she is now. This just shows, it's one example of how far people are willing to go to escape a country that is completely stricken by war.
Very much, Bradley. Really appreciate that. And, just a call out and a word to people who... Bradley can go, we're finished with him. Just a call out to people who work in airports, and Manchester Airport there, which is particularly close to me. We use it a lot for various reasons. And they are so kind. They are so good from when you enter to the car park to right through. Just really friendly people, through security even, check-in, whatever. And I say that to everybody who works in an airport and loads luggage onto planes and does all the things that we forget and we take for granted. And they're under a lot of pressure a lot of times. And I say that, Isabel, because breakfast television is watched by so many people who work in airports or cabin crew.
I was going to say, good morning, if you work in an airport this morning, why don't you stick GB News up on all the big TV screens around your airport departure lounges?
It's done.
Why not?
It's done. I mean,
That's on your screen.
I went into Belfast, the lounge in Belfast City Airport.
Popped it on.
And I was aghast. I mean, I know all the guys there, and I go, what's going on here? They said, Eamon, how's the new job? I said, well, you should know. You should have it on.
It's going very well.
Go over and we put it on, and that's it. And that's my mission around airport lounges.
Yeah. Take it on.
Just get it on there.
New campaign.
But thanks, everybody. And I was on an airplane recently, and I was congratulating the captain as I was walking off on his the way he landed the plane during a storm.
Oh, yes.
And he said, we had Dan Wooten on last week.
Oh, right.
He said, does everybody from GB News fly like this? So won't say the airline, but anyway, he was very happy. It was the official carrier of GB News
presenters.
presenters.
Fantastic. I'll have to book a flight ASAP.